What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's another week, another day, another dollar. Just want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the building. What up? This your boy Bentley Coop, Doordash Diaries, T3D, one stop shop for tips, tricks, and strategies to help you dominate with DoorDash. It's another edition live in the building. We're doing another live stream each and every week. Like I said before, I'm trying something new. My goal is just to help people. Best way to do that is just to listen to people, and I can't find no better way to listen to people than to interact with the people that support me. So I want to do this live each and every week. I want to come to you guys on Wednesday and just say what's up, man. What's going on, man? What's up? Shout out to everybody in the building. All right. Had me worried for 2 seconds. I was like, one, is the live chat on private? Two, like, is my mic on? What's good? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Drop them cities, man. Drop them cities. I'm gonna give everybody just a minute just to pull up. I know this was kind of impromptu, kind of spontaneous. I didn't even let anybody know that we was going live, but we definitely live in the building. Which shout out to everybody, all of the T3D fam. Catherine, what's good? Mike, shout out to you. Mike, what's good, man? Hope the boys is doing good. I'll just be thinking that every week. I just be like, I hope the boys doing good. What y'all got planned for spring break, Mike? Y'all doing anything special for spring break? Charles, shout out to you, my dude. Salute from Chicago. That's what's good. Be safe out there in those streets, man. Jonathan, shout out to you, man. I appreciate the love anyway. Mark, the freelancer, shout out to you. Howdy. What's good? What's good? Dennis, Boston in the building. Grand Tez, Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to talk about Alabama in the building. Roebuck, South Carolina in the building. Stand up. Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm going to talk about y'all too. Mike, you already know. Somerset. Chris in Tallahassee. Nashville pulling up on me. Paul, what's good? Hot Facts, what's good? What's good? Hot Facts. Hey, yo. I see you on TikTok. I see you. Not on TikTok. I see you tagging me in the videos on YouTube. I definitely see you tagging me on the videos on YouTube. I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate that. Daryl was good. Bridgeport, Connecticut is in the building. We gonna talk about the Northeast too, man. You know, we out here. We trying to do the big thing. Robert says we grinding. You already know, man. If we not getting money, something is wrong. Jacqueline, was good? Was good? I'm just giving everybody a minute to pull up. So if you in the building, you want to drop your city, I'll give you a shout out. We just gonna keep it moving. We just gonna keep it pushing, man. I'm gonna go over the outline and everything. Oh man, I didn't even make the outline for you guys, but I definitely got some things to talk about in the building. Bobby was good. Cincinnati in the building. Robert Cali is in the building. On 2, Joe, I see you. Mike was good. Syracuse in the house. Big Drew 36. Boy, we out here grinding. 616 in the building, man. I appreciate the love. All right. So like I said, man, I'm just trying to do something new. You feel me? My overall goal, my whole objective is to help people, is to help you. You feel me? Make as much money as possible. So there's a couple different ways that I like to do that. I like to try to provide some solid strategies, okay? Some stuff that you can implement like right here, right now. None of that wishy-washy in the air. You feel me? Stuff that you can do right here, right now. So that's one way that I like to keep you in the game so that you can make money. I like to inform you of things that are changing in the industry, in the job that we do every day. So whether it's something new inside of the app or some type of rule or legislation that's going on that could affect dashers in a specific area, ultimately in the country, I want to talk about that too. And then I want to celebrate. You feel me? I want to celebrate. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you, right? The narrative right now, the perception is we not getting no money. You feel me? And there's a lot of dashers out here that's really getting some money. You feel me? So we going to celebrate the dashers that's out here getting some money. And we going to just, we just going to tell the truth. You feel me? Right? Like, we just going to tell the truth. So that's what we're here to do. KC, man, what's good, man? I'm going to turn that poll off because I don't even know what's going on. Don't even worry about that Streamlabs poll. I'm gonna get my people to. Ain't nobody over there. I'm just playing. Casey was good though. Shout out to you, New Jersey in the building. All right, what's popping? So like I said, I didn't make the outline. All right, so I don't have no lineup. You feel me? I don't have no lineup, but I want to talk about a couple things. Number one, I want to talk about 2023. I want to talk about dashes, and I want to talk about raising the standard. You feel me? I had my Red Bull, boom, but this is probably gonna be a more serious live. And I'm looking at the wrong camera. I'm sorry. This is probably gonna be a more serious live. So I want to talk about 2023 dashes and raising the standard. All right, so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some new additions that's going on inside of the Dasher app, actually on the customer side, that could bring us more orders. That's gonna bring us more orders and potentially bring some Dashers more money. So I want to talk about that. Like I said before, I want to talk about some couple things as far as legislation is going on, some bills that could affect Dashers in certain areas and ultimately Dashers across the country. So we'll talk about that too. And then we'll get towards the end. We'll celebrate. All right. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate the wins, and I want to motivate, and I want to give you some encouragement for the week. All right. So that's how we're going to start that out. Okay. So I'm going to back up. I'm pretty sure nobody saw this because everybody kind of came in late, but I wanted to create a description. Okay. A description for my community. I wanted to be able to clearly define the community that I have, you feel me? And I put this together for you. So I just want to read this, you feel me? I just want to read this. So Triple D's, T3D, all right, Doordash Diaries is a community of dedicated and driven Dashers who are committed to providing outstanding customer service and setting a high standard of satisfaction. With a focus on hard work and achieving our goals, we strive to deliver the best possible experience for our customers. So, all right, the overall goal is not to lose sight of why you're here. Okay, so whatever the situation may be, you're trying to buy a new car, you're trying to get a new house, you're trying to pay off debt, whatever the situation may be, that is your goal. But while we are focused on our goal, we don't want to drop the ball in other areas. So we want to make sure that our motivation, our passion carries over onto the app, and we'll make sure that we're providing excellent customer service for all of our customers. For every order that you choose to accept the order. So you provide the best possible customer service that you can. Okay. And I want to just pause really quickly. All right. So it's a standard of satisfaction, right? And didn't say above and beyond, no excellence here. I do understand that there are going to be some situations where the customers can be a little out of hand, right? The restaurants can get a little out of pocket as well, right? So I can understand that, but we're going to do what's best in our power, right? So we're going to make sure that we're on time, that we're treating the customers right. So I say that because I have Google alerts on, and just for the last couple weeks, it really seems like every week there's a situation or two where there's a Dasher that's confronting a customer, and it's, you know, again, starting to escalate, and it's something that I don't think is appropriate. It's something that I don't think is necessary. And I don't think that it ultimately helps us to reach the goal that we're trying to reach. So I thought clearly identifying my community and just being clear, like if you're down with that, you're down with me. And if you're not down with that, it's cool. I can respect it. I understand it. But I just want to clearly identify why I'm here, my community, and what my community represents. So I wanted to go over that. And while I'll say that, the next thing that I'll lead into is the Google alerts, maybe 2 or 3 times within the last week or so, have been about Dashers who are being attacked by other people. So the very first thing that I'm going to start with for this live is just going over Dasher safety. Okay, so that's first and foremost. So when you are on a delivery, really once you leave the restaurant, I'm going to just tell you like I would tell my kids, you need to be look on your 6 at all times. So you need to be watching your back at all times. But especially when you're on these deliveries, when you're pulling up the situations, you need to be vigilant before you get out of your car. So just make sure that you're looking around. Make sure that your car is parked in the best lit area possible. Okay, the best lit area possible. Now, whether you decide to leave your car running or not is totally up to you. But I would definitely say keep your keys at the ready. Okay, and be in position to get out of there. All right. If you feel any way, shape, or form, before I even say that, the one thing that I would recommend is backing in. All right. So if you can back in so that you can make sure that you can get in and out as quickly as possible. But make sure that you are vigilant. One of the situations, actually, there was a Dasher and they had somebody in the car with them. Yeah, and I'll just tell you, I don't want to scare anybody. You feel me? I don't want anybody to be fearful of dashing or anything like that. But this situation, when they pulled up, the car got shot at. It was 2 people in the car. It was a Dasher, and they had somebody with them. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. So shout out to that. But yeah, it was just a situation, and it really just sounded like they just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the one thing that I will say is consider dashing with a partner. Okay, so consider dashing with an extra set of eyes, somebody that can watch your back, somebody that can be there with you, to help you in these situations. So make sure that you're vigilant. Make sure that you have a partner. If you don't have somebody with you, and if you feel like you're in a shaky situation, okay, maybe we want to call somebody or text somebody. So maybe we shoot somebody a quick text. Hey, I'm doing my thing out here. I'm door dashing. Got a little sketchy situation. Call me in 10 minutes. Call me in 3 minutes. Call me in 5 minutes. If I don't text you back in 10 minutes, call me, something of that nature. But just reach out to somebody if you have some type of location services. If you want to send your location, right, with that text, okay, boom, this is where I'm at. So at least somebody knows what you got going on. Or if you want to just get on the phone, just flat out, maybe even put them on speaker, okay, because it is unprofessional, but in a situation, in a sketchy situation, it could be the one thing to deter somebody from, taking it up to the next level. So consider texting someone or calling someone. And like I said before, sharing your location, whether your entire dash for an hour for that specific situation or whatever the situation may be. But that's another excellent way just to add a layer of safety to what we got going on. Okay, and then of course, I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. All right. All right, so we got the dash and safety feature inside of the app. Safe dash. All right, everybody knows this. This is the little star right here. This is going to give you a couple different options. We actually talked about this in the last live last week. Somebody asked me if I had ever been in a situation where I needed this, and fortunately, I have not. Wasn't able to use it, but I tell you what really did happen. I pushed that button and they sent me a message really discreetly and asked me if I was okay, if I needed any type of help or anything like that. But it's going to give you a couple different options. You can have somebody call you, stay on the phone with you, or you can send somebody a message and send them updates so that they can send help to you. So I just wanted to go over that. This is inside of the app at all times. Okay, so before you dash, after you dash, in between orders, not on an active order. This is actually inside of the app. So I wanted to go over that with you guys too. I'm going to show you this too. All right. You see right here? Okay, so DoorDash is saying that you can rate the customer, right? Like you can report the customer. This first one right here says, I'm being harassed, threatened, or bullied. Customer is being rude. It says, I'm being scammed or defrauded. This one right here. So this is like if they're trying to steal food. That's crazy. I don't know where this is inside of the app. I haven't been able to find this at all. But I know a lot of us are wondering about that. And that's actually a thing. That's actually out there. All right. So the key here, because let me just be serious for 1 second. Get home to your family. All right. Get home the same way that you left. Okay. Get home the same way that you left. Delivering this food is not worth it. All right. Delivering this food is not worth it. If you are in any situation where you are fearful for any reason at all, leave the situation. First and foremost, get on the phone with customer service and tell them all you really have to do is tell them that you feel unsafe, right? Tell them that you just feel unsafe. I don't feel safe. And they will take care of the rest. It may require you to take the food back to the restaurant. You may be able to throw it away or dispose of it however you want to. But the one key thing is that you will not have to be in that situation anymore. And you will be able to get back home to your family. So at the end of the day, please protect yourself. When I see stories like this, I want to talk about them, but I don't want to like, I just don't want to scare anybody, but I definitely feel like it needs to be acknowledged, right? Like I need to make sure that you are being safe. All right. So that's why I'm gonna lead that. All right, boom. We're gonna move on. What's good? What's good? What's good? My man said weed break. Can I say that? Can I say that on here? Mimi, what's good? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the building. All my people that's catching up. All my people that's catching up. Man, I appreciate everybody showing the love. I appreciate everybody showing the love. All right, so we got some new additions to DoorDash. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk to you about. Dub that thing real quick. All right, so DoorDash has announced their partnership with PCC. This is Community Markets, PCC Community Markets, and DoorDash. So this is based out of Seattle. This is a grocery store. DoorDash. This seems to be the theme of 2023. Okay, we're going to expand, but we're going to expand to grocery stores, which, again, like I talked about last week, I probably need to get my game up on these grocery stores because as many as they're adding, as many shop and deliver stores that they're adding, I feel like at this point I'm missing money, especially seeing what's going on with having priority access to orders. But anyways, all right. So PCC Community Markets is the largest community-owned food market. So I think this goes towards another theme that DoorDash has, which is support local business, support the small guys. All right, and that's how they started, and it just seems to be a continual theme with a lot of the things, the initiatives that they have as far as like even supporting small businesses during the pandemic. So it did not surprise me to see this, and it looks like they have 15 locations, and like I said before, this is in the Seattle area, and of course, all right, we're always adding value to Dash Pass. So we're going to add as many things to Dash Pass as possible. So this is going to be on Dash Pass, which means that customers who have Dash Pass will get that 0 delivery. And on this one, I thought it was a code. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so they're offering an actual discount code with this one through June 15th, and I'm pretty sure that's just to get everything kicked off. I'm gonna apologize about that. I was totally looking at the screen and nobody else was. So it's cool. I'll make sure we'll get to the screen on the next one. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Next in the world of DoorDash. Can y'all see that? All right, bet. Cool. All right, so we're adding Party City. So this was March 15th. So this was maybe about a week ago. DoorDash is adding Party City to the lineup. This is just like I said before, another shop and deliver type situation. So they have over 700 stores nationwide that they're going to be adding to the platform. Now, this is pretty significant in the fact that Party City only has over 800 stores. Okay, so they're a large majority of the stores that are going to be included in this program. So this could mean big bucks for a lot of major markets in the city. Again, all right, they're gonna do the whole Dash Pass deal too. So they're gonna get free delivery, 0 free delivery, and they did the kind of promo code with them too, but that actually expired last week. So that's a no-go. But yeah, man, we got Party City in the building as well as PCC coming in the building. So we definitely, again, the overall theme, like I said before, it seems like DoorDash is trying to add more shop and delivery to the platform. I think I feel like Uber will allow you to deliver anything. Okay, so if you wanted a helicopter delivered, you would call Uber, right? But I think DoorDash is more like groceries, staples, Office Depot, food, 7-Eleven, Walgreens, CVS, and I think that these two latest partnerships definitely continue in that trend. So if you're going to get some orders in this area, make sure you tap in with me a little later on. Let me know how those orders go. I'm kind of anxious to see how this Party City one is going to be. Definitely, because I want to see if maybe they are going to shop the orders. Like, if you guys will pick it and pack it, and all I got to do is run in, give the name, pick it up, and keep it moving, then I think this will work, right? So if the customer orders and they give like maybe a 3-hour window, so that'll give them a little bit of time at the store, you know, even if they're busy, where they can pack the stuff up. And then there again, I can just run in and grab it and pick it up. I think that'll work. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you down for Party City? Do I have any people in Seattle in the building? Marius, you say you got deactivated and you don't know why. Did you get into an argument with somebody at a restaurant? Has anybody reported that the food got stolen? Say it's time for a new channel, Uber Eats Diaries. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, if I did Uber Eats, I think it would be like a learning experience for all of us, right? Like, I think it would really be me signing up for Uber Eats, making the videos, and then getting tips from you guys and redefining my strategy on Uber Eats. I think that would be a pretty cool channel. What do you think, Jack? How about that? Mimi says DoorDash asks to take a selfie. Did they ask you to take a selfie, Mimi? That's kind of interesting. Let me get back to this. All right, boom. So we knocked that out. The next thing that I want to go over with you guys. Come on. Come on. I'll take it. Let's go. All right. So, Big 22, Prop 22. And so last week, a California court decided to uphold Proposition 22. All right. So just some brief history. Okay. So there was a bill that was introduced in California. I don't know if it's in here or not. All right. So you don't need to see that. Check me out. All right. So there's a bill that's introduced in California. It's called AB5. Okay. So it sets out to define what's the difference between an independent contractor and an employee. So it has like 3 main questions that need to be answered. And based off of those answers would determine how people were determined employee or independent contractor. All right. Boom. So DoorDash, Uber, all of the big boys come together and they say, we should be exempt from this, and we want the people of California to vote on whether we should be exempt from this or not. Okay, so it barely passes. It was I don't know, 41% percent for the no. But anyways, okay, so it barely passes, but Prop 22 does pass. Okay, so Prop 22, just back up because I want to be clear. Uber, Lyft, Instacart, all of the gig companies introduced Prop 22 so that they did not have to make us employees. All right, so Prop 22 comes along. Prop 22 guarantees that it will give 120% of the state minimum wage, which is like $24 or something like that per hour, plus 30 cents per mile. Okay, now this is only on active time. All right, this is only on active time. So if the dasher is not on an active order, the dash is not on an active order, they're not getting paid. But while they're on an active order, these are the things that they'll get. All right, so in addition to that, we got the 120%. Cool. So they'll also get a stipend for their health insurance. So based off of the number of hours that you work, you'll get paid a certain amount for your health insurance, and then you'll get workers' compensation as well. Now, one of the things that was thrown in there, really, I guess to appease the politicians, but not necessarily the drivers, was the fact that like we can only, when you're in California, you can only work a certain amount of hours straight through. I think it's like 16 or something like that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but drop the number of hours that somebody, because I know I got some Cali people out there, and it will literally log you out of the app, right? And it will, just like that joint, come through and be like, you've been deactivated. Be like, all right, you work too much. You got to take 3 hours off. You got to take 4 hours off or something like that. So it has some mandatory breaks in there. All right. So the state comes along and says that this is it's unconstitutional. They appeal it, okay, and then the judge agrees. So then the gig companies appeal the appeal. You with me? Shush. I ain't got to. What's going on? All right. So and that's where we are today. All right, cool. So the appeals court held up Proposition 22. And the one thing that they're saying is this is really big. This is big. This is what I want for everybody, right? Like I feel like this is what we need. All right. This is what we need. So just back up. So not being able to work 80 and 90 hours a week. Okay. So like forcing you to take time off, making sure that whatever your state minimum wage is that you're getting paid. I really think it should be 200%, but 120. All right, cool. Whatever. As long as we know that, you feel me, right? Like it's a little bit more. Okay. So we know that you got something, you have a base. So when those slow times come, when you're not getting orders, when you're on those longer orders, whatever the situation may be, you're getting paid. Okay. But if there's a situation where you can make more, you get to keep more. All right. So that's in there as well. And then specifically the health insurance, because I know 90% of the people that are watching me right now can barely see at night. Right. And that's the one thing for a lot of drivers. We got bad eyes. And that's the one thing that we use a lot. And nobody's going to get the eyes checked. So having a check that comes to you every 3-4 months that helps you to pay for your health insurance, your dental insurance, your vision insurance is like bars. You feel me? Right? Like this is what we need. This should be the standard moving forward. So the back and forth that's going on, disrespectful. And it sounded like a Mazda Miata. Anybody got one of those? Shout out to my Mazda owners. The back and forth that's going on is suspenseful, because the implications that this has will affect the rest of the country. Like I said last week, there are a lot of other states that are already trying to do similar things like this. And that sounded like a Charger or a little Hellcat. I'm gonna apologize about that. So there are a lot of other states. Massachusetts was actually doing theirs at the exact same time that California was going through theirs. So this has a lot of implications on a lot of other drivers around the nation. And like I said before, I've been with this from the beginning. When I started researching this, I was like, I don't understand why they don't want, why they don't want us to have this. When you ask Dashers, what is the reason that you do this job? Okay, so number one, we gotta what's the number one reason why you do this job? It's like the freedom and flexibility. No, fast pay. Like, duh. I get paid every day. Like, I'm gonna go out here and bang $60 or $70. I'm gonna cash out. I'm gonna go get me a burrito on Taco Tuesday, or like I'm gonna give me some brunch on Sunday or something like that, right? Like, I'm gonna just cash out real quick. But aside from fast pay, right, was really gig work was one of the first to pay you the same day that you were working. The freedom and flexibility. So not having to classify us as employees still gives us that freedom and flexibility that we had got used to, right? Like that we've become accustomed to, that we want, as well as giving us that base, okay? Making sure that financially, right, that we're taken care of as well. So I think this is going to be an ongoing battle, and it even says it in here that the battle still isn't over, right? Because they're gonna try one more time, but we will see what is going on. So shout out to all of my people. Shout out to all of my people in California. So we got Prop 22, right? And just like I said before, this isn't the only state. Okay, so Illinois, is mandating paid time off for employees in 2024. All right, now you're like, why is that big? All right, so Illinois has already, they are like ongoing. See, it actually says it right there. Let me see if I can find it down up in here really quickly. All right, so DoorDash has funneled tens of thousands of dollars into Chicago municipal election races. All right, contributing more than $90,000. $90,000. It says right here in 2021, the city of Chicago sued DoorDash and competitor Grubhub, accusing the companies of deceptive business practices. The case is handled by law firm blah blah blah. Chicago's law department are still ongoing. So this is really this could again move towards defining I don't want to say abilities, but this could really define the benefits that we have overall. Paid time off is that's kind of big, to be completely honest with you, right? Like that's kind of big too. That's like rule number 4 if you're going full time, right? Like you need to make sure that you set some time off for yourself. You need to make sure that you are paying yourself for that time off, right? Like you got to take time off, spend with your family. You work too hard not to take care of yourself. I'm gonna pause right there. What we got going on? All right. How's everybody feeling? I'm gonna jump in the comments. What y'all got going on? What y'all talking about out here? I got a Honda Insight from War Child. Shout out to the Honda. That's the electric joint. Mark the freelancer says, "Let me dash for this meal real quick." Hey, I'm telling you, okay, fast pay is the number one reason why people do gig work. Okay, fast pay is the number one reason. Oh, okay. Elmo says I do the weekly payout. The discipline that you have to have in order to do that weekly payout, because I see a lot of people that argue, that be like the $1.99, and me like, well, I mean, how much is your lunch? You know, if you spend 10 on lunch, if I spend 8, then that's my $1.99, so I can hit my fast pay anyways. But yeah, man, that fast pay is like a drug. You feel me, right? It's being able to make the money as quickly as we make the money is one thing, and then being able to cash out, right? Like you literally, you put, okay, not you, me. Okay, so I'll put 10 in gas. You feel me, right? I'll put 10 in gas. Boom. So I'm gonna go dash. All right, so we 65, 70, 80, 90, 100, whatever it come out to be. Pull up to the gas station. You feel me? As soon as that thing be like ding, 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 fuel low. All right, ding, 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 fuel low. All right, I'm gonna do one more order. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do one more after that fuel get low. Okay, I'm gonna do one more order. All right, but after that order, I'm pulling right up to the gas station. I'm gonna end my dash. I'm gonna cash out on fast pay, and by the time I get from my car to pay for my gas, the money is in my account that I just made. Come on, man. Game all day. That's the number one reason why people here, bro. That's the number one reason. In Cali, $1.99 will deliver to the same house 3 or 4 times a day. Hey, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Hot facts. No pun intended, my boy. Dash Direct pay. Hey, shout out to Dash Direct. Okay, look. It make me nervous. Okay, it make me nervous. I got a few questions. Ebony, talk to me. Okay, so how fast can you get that money from Dasher Direct to your real account? Okay, so if my power bill needs to be paid by 5 o'clock, I need $80. All right, and it's in that Dasher Direct. Am I gonna be able to get it in there same day and get this power bill paid, or like, am I gonna have to wait a couple days to get that joint switched over? So yeah, Elmo, I'm actually I haven't done fast pay in maybe over a year, and I just did it like for the first time a couple of days ago, and was like, okay, all right, let me just do this real quick. Let me just see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, so I kind of tilted my hand a little bit earlier. Shut up. She says like immediately. All right. So gem of the day comes from Ebony, who says that if you move your money from Dash or Direct to your bank account, okay, then it moves almost immediately. And I just want to confirm that is that what we're saying, Ebony? Is that, am I telling the people correctly? Because Dash or Direct will give you, Bohemian Monkey, what's good? Shout out to you. Dash or Direct will give you like 3% cash back on gas. Don't hold me on that. Okay, so it's somewhere between 1% and 3% on cash back. That's crazy how I be spitting that stuff out off the top of my head. I be doing this way too much, man. Phew. Hey, you should hit the like button for that. Okay, the fact that I don't even have to Google this stuff no more. Half of this just comes off the top of my head, bro. I just be reading emails and all kind of stuff. All right. Anyways, so Dash Direct to give you 3% on they'll give you a percentage on the gas back all day, every day. And then I think until like maybe April or May, they're running a special with fuel rewards, and that's through Shell. Well, they'll give you an additional like 25 to 50 cents off per gallon. All right, so you heard that from me first. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, Ebony. Okay, so right. So when you get done with the Dash, it shows up on the Dash Direct card. But I'm trying to get it from my Dash Direct card to my Bank of America card, so that I can go to CVS or Walgreens and you can withdraw the money, no fee. You had me at no fee, and deposit into your bank account if you want to. Okay, all right, cool. So we got a little scam going on. All right, that's what's up. All right, shout out to you. But yeah, like I said before, fuel rewards, 3%, like we talked about last week. Please get a strategy for gas, because as you can see, these gas prices are going up. All right, bet. So this is electric, right? The name of the country is electric, okay? Not electric, but electric. And this bike is called an Expedition. All right, so shout out to electric and shout out to this bike. I love this bike, okay? I freaking love this bike. My son just called me today and was like, Dad, can I take the bike out? Shout out to Electric for sending me this Expedition. All right, and I'm gonna show you mine. Boom. So this was me putting that joint. Well, I ain't put it together. My sons put it together. My sons put this together. But there is a it's got dual motors. All right, it's got 2 motors. You can see it right there behind the seat. This thing is an electric bike, and it will get up to 150 miles on one single charge. All right, 150 miles on one single charge. So if you've never had an electric bike before, if you don't know anything, because really, shout out to Christian. Shout out to my boy Christian. Nah, man, I never knew anything about an electric bike. Okay, so I in my mind, the term electric bike to me means that the bike is electric some way, shape, or form. It helps you to move. Okay, but how specifically it helps you to move is kind of crazy. And the lady is a whole lot better with her kid. Okay, because my bike, the back of that bike, this picture does it no justice. Okay, the back of that bike does this no justice. I actually have my big red motorcycle bag on the back of that joint right now. Okay, so but I'm gonna show you this. So this bike has a system on it, like a self-propelled system. So it has 5 gears, 5 motorized gears, and it has a throttle on the actual handle, right? You squeeze that thing and the bike takes off. All right, I don't need to tell you, I ain't no spring chicken. Okay, I'm a little old. So they hit me and they like, hey yo, we want to send you the bike. Let's do it. Ride along coming, baby. You feel me, right? So I hit DoorDash and I'm like, y'all got some red helmets? Y'all want to send me a red helmet? Like, what y'all want to do? You feel me? Like, let's do this. Let's do it big, right? But then I started thinking and I'm like, hey, yo, these knees and these legs ain't been on no bike in years. Okay, now a line bike, of course. You feel me? But like a regular bike, so I was a little nervous, right? Like I'm a little nervous. I let my kids get on it first. Shout out to my son that fell off the bike. Shout out to you, my boy. Hey, got you on there. All right, you lucky when you show the video to the people. Anyways, so I let my kids get on it first. So I ain't embarrassed myself. Shout out to my son who actually embarrassed us for us. Shout out to him. So then I get on the bike and I'm pedaling and I squeeze the throttle, right? And I'm thinking that I gotta pedal first, squeeze the throttle, right? So boom, I hit that thing and it was like, boom, bike took off, right? Just let up on me. All right, so now I'm going. The bike will do up to 20 miles per hour. 20 miles per hour. The reason I keep showing you this video, okay, so the back of that bike again is so big. She brought her daughter to school on this bike. Like that's what they're telling you. Okay, this little girl is obviously like 11 and 12. This is two almost grown people on the back on this bike. All right, so this bike will hold up to 450 pounds. Will hold up to 450 pounds. Hey yo, I am seriously having so much fun on this bike. Definitely got some ride-alongs coming along. So the reason that I'm sharing that with you is just because like that's my good news of the week, right? Like I am super ecstatic about that bike. And if I have any content creators who are out here, just let that be some motivation for you. Okay, just let that be some motivation for you. You never know who's watching, right? Shout out to Electric Bikes again for sending that expedition. We got some ride-alongs coming soon. Hey, yo, DoorDash, hit me. Let me get that red helmet. You feel me? I'll probably just get me a custom one made. I'm thinking red, and I'm thinking like with the crack glass feel, like cracked skull. Definitely with the logos on there and joint. You feel me? Right? Like I gotta go hard. I'm gonna give me like a little speaker to throw on there and everything. It says I feel like I'm going 200 miles per hour when I'm going 20. Hey, we got it up to 21, right? Like the thing says 20, and we weren't even going downhill. But nah, it feels pretty good. Like it definitely feels like you're moving. I haven't like been embarrassed by any cars or anything like that. So I don't really know how it's gonna do. But yeah, and then the question that I have is, should I be in the road or should I be on the sidewalk? I think I'm supposed to be in the road. I gotta look that up too, right? Like it's a whole bunch of stuff. And they sent me this super cool lock. I should have just next week. I had a bike behind me. I'll show y'all the bike. Yeah, they sent a super cool lock. It looks like a transformer or something like that. The bike itself is super dope. It came already assembled. The only thing we had to do was put the pedals on, and it was like click click, and pull the handlebar up. But it came in a box. It was already assembled and everything. Super easy. And everything on the bike has a purpose, right? Like it is very intuitive. It is one of the dopest bikes I've ever seen. Just and not because they sent it to me, but just really we were comparing it to some other bikes, like other electric e-bikes, me and my son. And the one that was closest to comparison was like $700 more than this bike. So yeah, for what you're getting, and as far as the range, again, 150 miles on the range. There's no other bike in this class that even gets close to that 150 miles. The closest that we found was like 70 miles. Man, this bike is crazy. Bike was definitely crazy, bro. So shout out to 23. Oh, we got it up to that my son, that was my son that was riding the bike when I was at home. Shout out to you, my boy. I just appreciate you bringing that thing back in one piece so we can show the people what we got going on. All right, man. So I want to shout out to my wife in the building. I just want to share that with you guys. All right, so last week was St. Patrick's Day, 17th, Broomfield. Shout out to Broomfield in the building. Talk to me about St. Patrick's Day. Did you work on St. Patrick's Day? How was it? Did you make any money? Did you get held up by any drunk Irishmen in kilts? Do I say that right? Talk to me about St. Patrick's Day. We got a couple cool days coming up this week. So tomorrow is National Tamale Day. Hey, tamale. Tamale sounds super cool, but nobody actually knows what a tamale is. I don't know what a tamale is. Do you know what a tamale is? I don't know what a tamale is. But tomorrow is National Tamale Day. And then Friday is the day of the cheese. Okay, so Friday is National Cheesecake Day. And then oh shoot, babe. Friday is National Cheesecake Day. Friday is National Cheesecake Day, and it's also National Cheese Steak Day. Shout out to Philly in the building. Yo, what do okay, if you in New York or you in Philadelphia, what do you call a Philly cheesesteak? What do y'all call it? Okay, because like I'm in Charlotte, so I say a Philly cheesesteak. But if I'm in Philly, do you say Philly? Like somebody was like a chopped cheese, and then I said that to somebody else, and they was like, "Man, I hate it when Southern people say stuff like that." So like, what is it okay? Can I say chopped cheese or like what we got going on as far as what I'm supposed to say? How what I'm supposed to call this? Mark says the green lemonade at Raising Cane's took me in for a loop. Raising Cane's is like Popeyes. That's like a chicken spot. I think I've seen a couple of those before. Elmo says if you ride your bike at night, it needs a headlight. Tapping a flashlight will work temporarily. Okay, so the bike again, like I said before, it is super intuitive. It has a light on the front of it. It has a light on the front of it. It's a bright LED light. I'm shaking my head because I got this is what I'll say. If you want to see it, it's on my Instagram. Like I put it on my story. I put up a reel yesterday. Maybe I'll put it up as a short on YouTube and just kind of show the process a little bit. You can see how big the bike was. I had to get a U-Haul truck in order to because I have a car and I tried to get the truck from U-Haul, but the girl lied to me. Shout out to her bald head. So sorry, don't no judgment. It just made me mad, right? They charged me an extra 10 cents per mile because she didn't want to give me one of the flatbed trucks. Anyways, I had to get a truck in order to get that joint home. But yeah, the bike is super cool. It's got a light on the front of it. It's got a little digital screen on the bike, and you can turn the light on from there. And it's got one on the rear as well, man. That bike, it's not a bike. It's like it's a moped. You feel me, right? Like it is definitely a moped. It is definitely cooler than the moped than I see most of these people on. For real, for real. Michael says a hoagie. Warchild says cheesesteak. So just cheesesteak. Chopped cheese is a burger chopped up. Okay, all right. I'm gonna just say no seeds. I'm gonna bro, what you mad about the seeds? You don't like sesame seeds? Is it like poppy seeds? Is it the seeds that they put on top of the burgers? Like what's going on, bro? You mad about them seeds? Anyways, all right, cool. So I'm opening a restaurant. My son that was pushing my bike to 23 miles an hour is gonna open up this restaurant. He is nice with these sauces, right? Like super nice with these sauces. And we gonna add that chopped cheese. That's what we gonna call it, the chopped cheese to the we gonna add the chopped cheese to the menu. All right. In Philly, it's a cheesesteak, but everywhere else on the East Coast, it's a steak and cheese. Bars. Bars. All day. Shout out to y'all, man. I love this, man. I love being able to interact with you guys. Like I told somebody last week, Space Invader. Shout out to Space Invader. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Mike again. Mike, I appreciate you for holding me down every week, man. Um, yeah, it is super cool being able to just interact with you guys. You feel me? I can leave comments when you comment, but I'm not sure whether you see my reply or not. But when you comment here and we can interact here, I can talk to you here. You can see me. You feel me? And I can see your comment and I can reply directly back to you. I think it just creates a better experience, right? Like I'm very candid moment. I don't really like talking. You feel me? Right. And that's crazy because that's what I do. I am the quiet person in the room, right? Like I'm always the quiet person in the room. So trying to think about what I'm going to say on here for an hour, it's kind of crazy. But when I look down in this 952, it's like, word, we did it. So I just appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all all over the country, all over the country. I was going to do the weather. Yeah, I need to do the weather because this is kind of crazy. Uh-oh, my page refreshed. Mm, mm, mm. No C's, bro. I appreciate that. He said you do God's work, bro. I appreciate that. I was raised by a good woman. You feel me? Shout out to my mama who raised me right, bro. You feel me? And we live a life of service. You know what I'm saying? I just want to help people. I want to see other people do well. So that means the world to me, bro. And I appreciate that support. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you, baby. All right. So what we got going on? Okay. All right. So I promise it's got this little lock thing right here because they want me to pay for it. Okay. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the money that No C's just threw me. You feel me, right? And I'm gonna pay for the premium so we can get the whole 3 days. So y'all can see the whole 3 days. But I normally start in Texas. You feel me? Because Texas is always crazy, and this week is absolutely no different. But we're gonna start this week. Okay, so starting this week, Thursday starts the week. We still got a little cold weather. I still got some cold weather out to the west. But it's going to stay pretty cold throughout the weekend. All right. So while we got that going on, what we got going on, bring that back right here. All right, Texas. My people in Texas, watch this. This is about to get really crazy. Okay, so this is gonna kind of sprout up out of nowhere. This is going to spread over into Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. So this is Thursday, and then Friday we're talking severe thunderstorms in this region right here. So not necessarily New Orleans, but North Louisiana. I'm not really sure. I think it did have Little Rock in there, and then like this portion of Mississippi. So severe thunderstorms right there. And the reason that I'm going over this with you, one or two things is going to happen. Okay, one or two things is going to happen. We either going to get peak pay, we either going to make some money, or we're not gonna make any money at all. Okay, so we could have situations where DoorDash is shutting down. This should put you in the game. Okay, so if you're one of those people where you just don't want a chance, that you would rather be at home chilling, you do this part-time, the last thing you want to do is wreck your car, then I'm just trying to put you on game so you know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? You can plan some other days to make up your bread, make up your money, and you can be safe. But if you're gonna get out there on the roads, you need to know, you feel me, you need to know which car to take or what to have in your car, what to have, you know, on your person, like what to wear, as far as that's concerned. So this is why I'm going over with you. So Dallas, okay, Dallas, Oklahoma, all right, so you can see Oklahoma as well. Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas Thursday night. I expect some killer peak pay over here. And then, like I said before, this is actually snow. Okay, so I got snow, Denver. I don't know why I always use Denver. Maybe because I love Denver. I was there. Shout out to Denver. Everybody in Denver. Some very cool people there. But pretty much this whole West Coast, you can see this. This is actually coming in. All right, so while that's coming in there, we're going to have some heat down here. So if you're down south, expect a pretty warm weekend. All right, but we're going to get some thunderstorms a little later. But this behemoth right here, I see I did that, behemoth monkey. Shot you. I got that in there. This is going to pretty much just rip up Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Pennsylvania. Okay, so this is going to bring a lot of rain. Okay, so this is going to bring some rain. This is going to bring some peak pay. Make sure you got good tires, man. Make sure you got air in your tires. Make sure you got your rain coat. You got your boots on, or whatever the situation may be. Okay, so this is going to bring so much precipitation that they're actually expecting some flash flooding coming into Friday and Saturday. So that's going to be a concern here as well. You can kind of see this moving up into the East Coast. This snow right here up in my northeastern area. Okay, so that's Saturday and Sunday for you guys as well. And again, like I said before, I am going to use the money that No C's just threw me. Okay, I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to you. No C's in the building. I'm gonna use that money. We're gonna get that lock off of there so that I can give y'all the 3 days. Okay, because like I said before, what did we say before? Thursday is I get paid on Friday. All right, I got $25. I'm at work right now. Okay, I can get this lunch, use the last little bit of gas I got in my car to get home, and then I know when I get up in the morning, my paycheck gonna be in the account. All right, so I'm gonna order this DoorDash. So we can expect to see some orders, right? Tuesday and Wednesday kind of dead. Thursday will pick up a little bit. Friday's payday for a lot of people. So we can expect to see some orders there, like end of month, end of week, end of quarter reports. You feel me? So we can get some catering orders from that standpoint. Saturday is really a toss up. Okay. For me personally, I feel like the earlier you get out on Saturday, the better off you're gonna be. When you get up, Saturday morning, you get those people that want to just grab something to eat, I don't know, before they leave the house, whatever the situation may be. But Sunday is definitely that hangover day. All right. So whatever they did on Saturday, they not doing on Sunday. I got one more day before I gotta get back to work. And the last thing that I'm about to do is be running around doing all of that crazy stuff. So I'm gonna just order some food. I'm gonna catch up on BMF real quick. Shout out to BMF. Catch up on BMF. Anybody watch Will Trent? BMF, Will Trent, FBI. What else? What else am I watching? I feel like I had another show. East Brooklyn. Okay, I get down with East Brooklyn. And dang it, what's the one with Queen Latifah? The one with Queen Latifah. Denzel Washington did the original one, right? I was a little suspect at first, okay? I was a little suspect. Ain't gonna lie. But Queen Latifah be doing her thing. All right, she be beating some people up, shooting some guns, some stuff be blowing up, bro. Hey, Elmo. Come on, man. Bentley Cool for president, boy. Elmo is in the building. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, we locked now, boy. We getting that premium for real. Hey, we getting that premium for real. Shout out to Elmo. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's showing that support. I did the ride along last week. I asked y'all to show up for me, and y'all showed up for me. It really helps. You feel me, right? Like everything is an algorithm. Everything's got some back end AI going on with it. You feel me? And when you guys show up for me, it helps to show to other people. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to motivate people. We're trying to show people that they can really do it. You feel me? Right? Like they can really do it. Shout out to you, Elmo. We getting that premium weather, baby. We getting that premium weather. East New York. Yeah. Okay. Not East Brooklyn. East New York. Right. They be in Brooklyn. That's why they call it East New York. What's the one with Queen Latifah? The interpreter. What? Will Trent? Hey, bro, look, he reminds me of the one that was on Monk. Will Trent remind me of Monk's son. You feel me, right? My man is gifted, right? Like he's super smart, but he is a little off. What y'all wondering? Leslie, what you wondering? I don't think. Oh, okay. So Leslie says, and I said that I was gonna find a way to get the questions up there. I'm gonna apologize, but Leslie says, anyone know how to get an order assigned to you when a store has it sitting there without it have been assigned yet? I think that would be a really cool feature. Yeah, I definitely think that would be a really cool feature. So I'll throw that out there. Hey, another black man says you can't stop the rain. Missy Elliott. Against my window, I can't stop the rain. Yeah. So I don't have a way to. We don't have a way. There isn't a way to assign an order to you if it's sitting there. Unfortunately, that would be. Last holiday, Queen Latifah. Really? No, I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna put that one on the list though. All right. So come on, man. Talk to me, man. Let's celebrate. All right. I got about 10 minutes left. All right. So this is what we doing, man. First of all, is it Aries season yet? Sorry, I'm reading the comments. The Equalizer. There we go. Shout out to Super Mr. XYZ123. Yeah, okay. The name, bro. War Child, the Equalizer. Yeah. Yeah, you say the restaurants ask you, can you take that too? I wish we could, man. I definitely wish we could, right? Like I definitely think that would work for us. Nation, what's good? Shout out to you, my boy. I'm gonna give me a theme song. Last holiday, LL Cool J. Oh, okay. I'm with you. Yeah. Equalizer. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hey yo, Elaine, I said Eric. Said we all have stories. Uh, so you got some funny stories. Hey yo, I have some crazy stories. Crazy stories. Shout out to Raleigh in the building. Chris, what's good? I see you. Shout out to you. Leslie, shout out to you. It says DoorDash is offering 1,800 for referrals for a driver in my market. What market are you in? Holy cow, that's crazy. Jane says she got tipped after the delivery yesterday. Shout out to you. I got a $5 tip. It was like a catering order, and I assume that I got there early. It was okay. It was 3 items. It was like 850, and it was going 7 miles. And I guess the 7 miles is really the kicker, because I can imagine that there are a lot of dashers that like don't want to take the order or kind of slow about the order. But yeah, man, it was nah, it had to be more items on it than that. Maybe 6 or 7. I think I got the screenshot. Anyways, yeah, so I got to the crib, gave her the food, and by the time I got back in the car, she gave me an extra $5 on the tip. So the tipping after the delivery is working. The tipping after the delivery is working. Shout out to that. And like I said before, I'm gonna do a video, and this is the problem that I have with this video. So this video is really gonna be strategy, but it's not necessarily like hardcore strategy. These are gonna be like strategy in theory, so theories in strategy, that you can apply to help, right? But ultimately, yeah, I think it's gonna take time. I think it's gonna take some consistency as far as dashes are concerned, and the way in which we treat our customers and their deliveries that will ultimately affect us. But I think just being honest, you feel me, right? Like I think that right now, my man got his catalytic converter stolen. Bruh need to, and then he made a U-turn. He about to hit it again. Y'all, I know y'all can't even hear that because of the mic. I hope you can't hear that because of the mic. Anyways, 57 Chevy truck, no catalytic converter. That thing was horrible. Right now the perception is one that dashers are entitled as far as tips are concerned. That we're unappreciative. And I think that again, you feel me? Like I said before, just starting with that definition of the community and the dashers and who we represent. Just seeing situations like this just gives me hope that we can be tipped. Like there are enough situations where we can shock the customer where they'll be willing to tip us more, right? And like, there are gonna be those customers that just refuse to tip. Okay, cool. Not tripping. You feel me, right? Like I'm not tripping if the order come through and it is what it is. I'm taking it. I'm gonna deliver it. You feel me? But for those ones, yeah, man, just being able to grab those tips afterwards. He said, Super Mr. No, bro. No. Super Mr. XYZ123 says the name was randomly generated. You ain't have to look at me. You ain't have to give me that look. I'm gonna get you to look again, my boy. You what? Nah. That's your Fortnite handle. That's Game of Thrones or something like that, right? Like that's a movie. I don't know. Don't get me started. I don't play video games, bro. All right. I'm gonna give you that. See me winking? Right. You should do a video on which restaurant has the best packaging. Ooh, I like that. I like McDonald's and Starbucks. They put the food and all their drinks in one bag. I wish others did that. Me too. I think McDonald's, Dunkin' does that too. McDonald's has a little cup holder in there. I think definitely changed the game. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. McDonald's is probably, as far as pay and like how the employees treat us, it's probably one of the worst restaurants. But when you think about it, they really did change the game as far as packaging is concerned. Yeah. I want to do a video. Dash 789 dropped that comment. Shout out to you. I want to do a video. I could definitely do a video on that, but I want to do like a Grammys for the restaurants. Shout out to Nugs. He did that like last year, like a kind of like a ranking video for the restaurants. But yeah, man, I want to give him awards. Like And I got people, I got witnesses. So if somebody steal my idea, I'm coming. I want credit for it. Yeah, I want to give awards. Highest pay, best like fastest restaurant, best newcomer, MVP. You know what I'm saying? Just like real awards. You feel me? Right? Like, and you know how they prank people. You know how they do the pranks and stuff. So for like the slowest restaurant, you just kind of go in there and be like, hey, we got this award for you, but it doesn't say what the award is, and just ask them how they feel about food delivery, how it impacts their bottom line, and how they feel like they should approach it, and kind of make it seem like they got the award because of that, even though it was the complete opposite, right? Like that's definitely gonna get me in trouble, but we're gonna rock out with that. Cause yeah, man, can you imagine Popeyes? Can you imagine the manager from Popeyes, like with the camera in his face? How do you feel about food delivery? Oh, food delivery is great. It's probably one of the best assets that we've had since the pandemic, right? And then I come along and be like, well, what do you think are three major things that all restaurants should do to help these? Oh, well, we should be fast and courteous and efficient. And you're not. In no way, shape, or form are you any of that, right? Get them on camera. Come on, man. Million views. Says you haven't received a Chick-fil-A since December of 2022. Yeah, we definitely on Chick-fil-A. I was just there the other day. Nation, where you at? What city are you in? Did they close the Chick-fil-A? Marvin, what's good? Shout out to you. Did they close the Chick-fil-A in your area? Maybe they remodeling that joint? Last year you gave out, hold on, because I'm missing it. Last year I gave out Valentine's with a thank you note. Oh, Cindy, shout out to you. Your picture looks familiar. Anyways, Cindy says she gave out Valentine's with thank you notes. I think go for it. You feel me? The one thing that I say is don't be too cheesy, right? Like don't be too cheesy because there's gonna be somebody that's gonna go over the top. They're gonna pull out like a little ukulele and start playing all kind of hymns and stuff like that. So like don't kill them, okay? Don't kill them, but definitely I don't see anything wrong with a note. I'll tell you what I do. If if it's got a good tip on it, right? Like if it's a priority order and you know it's $3 or $4 per mile, I'm just gonna send the customer a thank you, especially if it's a drop off delivery. When the message comes down, the notification comes down that the picture has been sent, I just tap it. It takes me directly into the message, and I'll just tell them thank you. I appreciate you for using the service. Appreciate you for using us. I actually caught that in one of the ride alongs. It was the last ride along. Yeah. Yeah. And the lady was like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "Are you having a good day?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to stay dry." And she's like, "Oh my god, well we appreciate you so much." Nah, I appreciate you. You feel me, right? Like I appreciate you because without you, shoot, I'm just out here driving in circles. You feel me, right? Like I'm just out here driving in circles. But yeah, shout out to Cindy. I think that's a great thing to do. All right. So we're gonna bring back the stickers and stuff. We're gonna bring back the cards. My award, it moved. Dang it. I'm pretty sure it was funny. Nope. Sorry. Another black man. I'm with you. I can't. I'm not gonna read that out loud though. He said Chick-fil-A orders are impossible to get. I got two in my zone. I got one in the middle of downtown that like stays popping. It's probably two or three orders. Gives me two or three orders like every morning. I'm gonna read this. Okay, another black man. I'm gonna read this, right? And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is dope, but I'm gonna explain afterwards. Okay, so the message says, "Thank you for your gracious kindness and patience. It was my pleasure to be of service to you. I hope you have a wonderful order and rest of your day." Uh, okay, so it's like I think it's like a limit on the number of like really kind words that you can say. Okay, so after gracious, kindness, and patience, they're gonna be like, bro, trying to sell me a car? Like you got a grill you trying to sell or something? Like what? Okay, all right. I get it. All right, cool. And we don't want to be like we don't want to be too pushy with the customer, but Hey, if it's working for you, you feel me? Like if they tipping you, then run with it. I emailed DoorDash about the porch light on for nighttime deliveries. 3 weeks later, DoorDash implements porch light on customers. I never received credit for my ideas. MJ Fries 1. Well, my friend, you just got credit. How about that? Shout out to MJ Fries for asking DoorDash to ask the customers to turn the porch light on. I definitely got a notification. Okay, so thank you. All right, the last time I ordered, we got a notification asking us to turn the porch light on. Taco Bell is infamously okay. So it's gonna be a toss up. Let's just throw this debate out there right now. All right, so down in the comments, who is the slowest restaurant? If we had to give an award for the slowest restaurant out there, who would it be? All right, Mike has Taco Bell. Mike, Somerset, Kentucky, says Taco Bell is the slowest. All right, I got Popeyes. I have not been to a Popeyes. I've been dashing for 6 years. Jeez. Time flies, having fun. I've been dashing for 6 years. I probably have not been inside of a Popeyes because I don't do drive-throughs. Okay. I haven't been to a Popeyes in 3. I'm not going since before the pandemic. Like before the pandemic, I'm not going to Popeyes, bro. Y'all can have Popeyes all day. If that's your bread and butter, if that's how you eating, you ain't got to worry about me, boy. Hey, you got it. You feel me? Like you got it. Sis Trunk TV says I avoid Pizza Hut. Let me see. How much do you think a person should average daily doing DoorDash? Sis Trunk TV. I'm gonna snatch that one. I'm gonna reread the question. How much do you think a person should average daily doing DoorDash? I think it's gonna vary. I think okay. I want to break it down by the hour. All right. I want to break it down by the hour. If you are having troubles, like what I really want to say, because I want to try to be as inclusive as possible. I want to say 15 an hour, okay? Like 15 an hour part-time, all right? Part-time. But if we full-time, we need to be 20, 25 an hour, 30 an hour, just to make sure that, we covering all our bases, okay? So as much, like, not what you should average daily, but what you should average on an hour. So if you're doing this part-time, 15, 16, 17, $18 an hour, that's gravy, okay? We 3-4 hours a day, 4 days a week, so that's 12 hours. You feel me? And we $17 an hour. You know what I'm saying? That's easy money. All right, cool. But if you're doing this full time, we want to push that up a little bit more. We want to make sure that we 2025 because part time is like play money. You feel me? I'm gonna just pay off my car, my second car, or I'm gonna pay this off real quick, or whatever. But full time ain't no play money. We not out here playing. You feel me? Like we ain't out here playing, homie. So we got to take that up just a little bit more. So that's how I would answer that question. Warchild says any pizza restaurant. I like Papa John's, man. I don't do Pizza Hut. Okay, I don't have a Pizza Hut in my zone. I do. I don't do Pizza Hut. You ain't got to worry about that. But Papa John's, I do pretty good with Papa John's. They do pretty good. Let's see here. I got Burger King. Talk about it. Okay. Let me see what I got. Mark says Checkers. Stay on Fire Ministry. Popeyes takes forever. Shout out to Popeyes because you right about that. Brandon says Applebee's. Shout out to Applebee's because you right about that. Santiago says Chipotle. I think Chipotle is a toss up, man. I think Chipotle is a straight toss up. Okay. Let them be busy or let it be like an all digital day. They got one of those days where the only orders they're taking are online orders. Yes. Taking forever. You feel me? Or like they be understaffed, they be close to closing or something like that. Yes, they'll take forever. But for the most part, I don't even have a problem with Chipotle. But I hear so many people say Chipotle. Like that is crazy to me. Freedom Feather Farms. I'm gonna just call you Chris. All right. So shout out to Chris. Chris says McDonald's followed by Wendy's. I got 2 Wendy's. I don't do Wendy's either. Hey, y'all are naming them, bro. This is my blacklist. For real. Burger King's catching the attitude. Another black man. Shout out to Burger King not going there. DoorDash 789, KFC. I might do KFC. I'm gonna pull up on KFC and see what they talking about. You feel me? But yeah, I got a KFC. The inside wasn't open. The drive-through was, but they got me through the drive-through pretty quickly. But that was maybe one time. I've only been maybe 2 or 3 times that I can count. So yeah, definitely KFC. If I'm hungry and deliver food, I feel less hungry and eat less later. Rule number 2, don't do this hungry. Ice God, shout out to Ice God for the comment. Don't do this hungry. You pull up to Walmart, get you like a little P3, one of them little turkey sandwiches or something, so a couple of chicken wings or something like that. Go to the grocery store, or not the grocery store, like the gas station, and get you some crackers. Cause boy, hey, I feel you, but I don't feel you. You feel me? Cause when that food starts smelling good, you be trying to look at the receipt like, man, where these people get, man? Let me see what I'm about to get me to eat. You got the ramen with the, okay, I ain't never heard of that. Shout out to Doordash. Doordash will put you onto some restaurants, man. You be ordering stuff, people be ordering stuff, and like I'll walk into the restaurant and I'll be like, what am I smelling? Okay, and of course they look at me like I'm stupid, right? Because they're like, everything's stupid. And it's like, yeah, I know, but like, what do people normally get here? That's how I follow it up. Like, what do people normally get here? Like, what's the most popular, right? Because I'm coming back. You feel me? I'm coming back. Shout out to Bossy Bueller's. We got this little chicken spot here. Yeah, I came home with Bossy Bueller's the other day simply because I had went in there earlier that day. That chicken was smelling great. They got this ranch. They make their own ranch. Man, that ranch is all fantastic. Elmo says wing stop, bro. I don't do wing stop. No. Leslie says Taco Bell too. We giving away the awards right now, man. These people, Wendy's, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I ain't know that's where you at. Stay on Fire Ministry. Shout out to Murfreesboro in the building. I got family over there. Shout out to you. Slow war is between McDonald's and Chipotle. This coming from Elizabeth. Hey, Chipotle on 2, man. They frying Chipotle right now. Hibachi and sushi orders. Tip well, MJ Fries. Outback Steakhouse too. Outback is always like overpay for me. So I always get overpay from them. And I got one hibachi spot. That's crazy. We got this like they call it the Epicenter. It's gonna be called like the Queen City Quarter or something now. But it was like the party spot 4 or 5 years ago. It was a party spot before the pandemic. The only thing left there now is the hibachi and sushi spot. Crazy. All right, let me see what I got going on here. Nah, I don't like that camera. I just wanted to see. I feel like I'm looking at that camera, but I'm not looking up. So I just wanted to see what it looked like. Wingstop. And then you know what? Stay on Fire Ministry. Wingstop, it says Wingstop is an hour. And then you come in, okay? They want your first name, your last name, your telephone number. They want the name on the order, the address that it's going to, and the subtotal of the order. Like, bro, do you want it? Like, do you want to deliver the order too? Like, what's going on? Like, tell me something, bro. Why do you need my personal information? Nah. That was really the last time I went to Wingstop, bro. Like, nah, bro. I'm not giving you my what? Patricia, shout out to you. Have a good night. I'm not giving you my information, man. That's a no go. All right, man. We well over again. See what I'm saying? And I was worried about stuff to talk about. Y'all good? Arby's. Shout out to Mike. Yeah, I got an Arby's here. They not really super fast, but they do pretty good. Yo, hey, we ain't stop. And then it's like, so if y'all know, if they making y'all do the same thing, it's like a national thing. Who thought of this? All right, we starting the campaign right now. Ain't nobody giving seriously, this is an invasion of my privacy. They don't even give the customer my first and last name. Why do I have to give it to you? You feel me? And then what is you gonna do? Are you paying my phone bill? Bro, don't ask me for my phone number if you're not paying my phone bill. You feel me? Holla at me. I was about to say, my phone bill ain't nothing but $60 a month. You feel me? I'm a cheap date. You know what I'm saying? They got me. You feel me? But if you asking me all of that, it's going down. All right, cool. Let's get up out of here. All right, talk to me, man. Aries in the building. Shout out to everybody. Aries, I got any birthdays in the building? You get me? Feel me? I got anybody celebrating any birthdays, anniversaries? Do I have anybody that's graduating? Shout out to Coco. All right, get the camera. Get the camera. You got the camera? You got the camera? Sorry, talking to wifey. Shout out to Coco. You feel me? Super proud of you, fam. Super proud of you. She just graduated. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know where she graduated, but she got a degree. And that's what we're talking about. Okay. So shout out to everybody. So I got any birthdays in the building. I got anybody that's graduating. I got anybody that know anybody that's graduating. Drop their names. Drop your name right now. birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, anything that you celebrate. You got a new car, you got a new bike, you got a new motorcycle, you got a new e-bike. Shout out to Electric for the e-bike. What are we celebrating, man? Because we got to be celebrating something, man. You got to take a minute to dance, okay? We got to take just a minute to enjoy life, because this thing will get crazy. All right, so Free Woman says, I'm an April Fool's, baby. I don't know if you're trying to play a joke on me or not. Like, is that the April Fool's joke? No, I'm just playing. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy early birthday. Chris says he'll be, oh, shout out to you. Can I say that? I'm going to say that out loud, all right? Chris says he'll be the big 50 on April the 7th. Shout out to you. More life to you, my friend. What else I got going on? Free Woman says 401, no joke. Adrian, my birthday is on the 26th. Shout out to you. What you got planned for your birthday? What you got going on? What you got going on? Anybody else celebrating anything? Any birthdays? Any birthdays? Any birthdays? Any birthdays? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Next week, I'm gonna have the birthday people drop their cash out. We're gonna see if we can get them paid, like for real, for real. See if we just, a little lunch money. You know what I'm saying? Just a little lunch money. Speaking of lunch money, shout out to everybody that dropped that super chat. No Seeds and Elmo. Shout out to both of y'all, man. I appreciate that support. Again, we gonna get that premium weather. You feel me? And we gonna get it popping. All right. What else we got going on? Okay. So talk to me, man. Talk to me. My part-time is out there. My part-time is, if you made more than $350 last week. Drop what you made, what city you in. You feel me? Let me give you this shout out real quick before we get up out of here. You feel me? I'm just trying to shout out. This is the motivational part. All right. This is the motivational part. You know what they be like, I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm not even gonna do that. But hey, yo, if you're not making the money that you're trying to make, all right, if you're having problems making the income that you're trying to make, you feel me? Come to the pulpit right now. I just said I wasn't gonna do that. I'm sorry. All right, cool. No, but seriously, man, if you are struggling, you feel me? Right? Like, if you're struggling, man, this is the time to tap in. All right. Make sure that you're paying attention. You might see somebody in a city or area that's around you. You feel me? Make sure that you're coming back to these lives, because people are asking questions. They're asking the same questions that you have. You feel me? And they're getting some really good answers. We're helping people out. And I can tell because they ain't coming back. You feel me? Right? The reason they're not coming back is probably because they're dashing right now and they're getting money. So not having the success that you're trying to get, holla at your boy, holla at the family. You feel me? Triple D's is in the building. Stand up all day. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. All right. Sis Trunk TV says 839 in Alabama. All right. So I was going to say 700 for my full timers. So she definitely clocked that in. Mike says he did 525. Mike is always one of my top earners out there. My big ballers out there. Chris says 370 51. Chris, what city are you in, my friend? Did you tell me that earlier? I feel like we talked about that earlier. Yay, shout out to Coco. That's what's up. Stay on Fire Ministry says made 800 last week, mixing it up, work less hours and doing the same. The plays you said. All right, awesome, man. I got no problem with that. I definitely want to say that and put that on record. If you're out there and you're multi-apping, get to it, man. If you can cut your time down and get back to your family, I'm definitely with that. It's Angela Noel. I had a friend, her name was Noel. We used to call her Noelle just because she spelled it like you do. But it's Angela Noel, 5:58 in 22 hours. Cincinnati in the building. Watch out, Cincinnati. You got some bad weather coming. Over the next couple of days. Make sure you get ready for that. Leslie, over all apps, 750. So shout out to you. Adrian in the building, 456 over 24 hours. Mike, I appreciate the love. Good. I'm glad that I can help you out, my friend. Wish you the best moving forward, man. I hope you are still crushing those goals. Mike says it's 837 2 weeks ago, 796 this week. All right, awesome. Come back next week. Tell me what you made, Mike. Robert in the building, $100, 4 hours. Let's get it. Let's go, my boy. Shout out to Jim. Jim sent me an email. And said that he was sending over subscribers. I just thought that was super cool. That he was trying to spread the word. And I was just like, I'm going to give Jim a shout out. So Jim in Tennessee, I think it was a hunt for treasure. Shout out to you, my boy. Julian. Shout out to Julian as well, man. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to all my people. You feel me? Shout out to y'all in the building. All right. Is that it? We Gucci? I got anybody else? I got anybody that hasn't started yet that's got any questions, right? Like before we get up out of here. You feel me? Anybody got any questions, concerns, heartburns, headaches? Let me put you in the game. All right. I'm out of town this weekend. Well, really just Friday and Saturday. Back to work on Monday. We're going to get this joint popping. We'll be back next Wednesday. All right. Next Wednesday. Make sure y'all mark your calendar. Ice God, I see you. I'm going to get you in there. 26 hours active, 560. Still haven't hit 3,000 a week in Columbus, Ohio. If you do, holla at me, because I'm definitely going to put you in front of some people and let you tell them what you got going on. Ready for change. Everything that I learned about dashing from you, I appreciate it. We ain't losing no more money. You feel me? We not in it to lose money. It's fun. We can have fun. It's quick. You know what I'm saying? And it is an adrenaline rush. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we holding on to something, right? Like we holding on to something. So, boom. I'm going to leave y'all with that. All right. Y'all have a great night. Chris says, be safe. I'm going to echo those sentiments as well. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. Be careful. Be super careful. Please make it home to the people just like you left. Hit me up next week. I'll be here. All right. I'll bring you some more info. I'll put you in the game. Make sure that you got what you need before the week starts out. All right. Bentley Coupe.